beautiful day in the neighborhood. I don't know. Welcome to Couch Beers. You know, we got Timberly here.
Episode 5.
Episode Cinco. Wow, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty crazy.
And it's March Cinco, but add 8 days, so
correct.
Not really. But
did you know we're a week late? We were supposed to record
did we get a
one...
test?
No. We were supposed to record one last week.
Well, that's my fault because I was on vacay.
Yeah, and we had planned to do it last weekend, but I never followed up with you because I got my tooth pulled on Friday.
Did?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was fine. It was like I was just numbed up. I was totally conscious.
Were you knocked out? Oh,
no.
You were conscious.
Yeah, it was weird. Do you want me to describe it to you?
Hold on. I had a really cool dentist, or maybe it was an orthodontist who pulled teeth. I think it was my wisdom teeth. So I'm not really wise anymore. But the wisdom teeth, they're all ready to rock, or they were pulling teeth. I don't know what the hell they were doing, but he's like, "All right," because I was completely numb. I couldn't feel anything. And they're like, "You're gonna hear a snap, crackle, and pop," and he just would, and it was like just like that. And I was like, "Cool." And all of a sudden, I just feel like, fluid building in the back of my throat.
Yeah.
And then they're like,
yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, is that blood or?" Yeah, whatever. So he did the snap, crackle, pop thing 3 times, and I only had 3 wisdom teeth, so I guess I got 1 more wisdom.
They pulled
tooth.
it out in one thing?
Yeah, they had this machine that it grabbed on each individual tooth and at one time, one synchronous
No,
thing.
I mean they pulled out one tooth fully in one pull.
I think they may have broken it apart, or
Yeah.
I honestly don't know, because I was like, far out, dude.
Yeah.
This is cool. Because there was another thing. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Okay.
Yeah,
describe it to me, please.
Okay, so I had a root canal probably 15 years ago when I was a kid.
You were a kid 15 years ago?
Yep.
Okay.
On one of my molars in the back. Not all the way back, but the second one from the back.
Ooh.
On the top. And should we acknowledge this?
Yes.
Okay, I'll finish my story
Well,
first.
maybe not.
I'll finish my story first. So
Please do.
My real dentist told me a couple years ago, maybe even 3 years ago.
Sorry,
Yeah.
do you have a fake dentist? I just need to get
No, I mean,
clear the air here.
The guy that pulled the tooth was not my normal dentist. He was a specialist.
Oh, okay.
So my normal dentist told me probably maybe 3 or 4 years ago that I was going to have to get it pulled, because he's like, that tooth underneath, because it's basically just a crown on top of a nub. He's like, the tooth under there is definitely dying, so you're going to have to get it pulled. So you might as well just wait, because it's not it might fall out, but.
So you got a fake one in there right now?
I don't have anything in there.
Let me see.
I'm stitched up.
It's the top one.
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. You don't use mouthwash with alcohol in it, do you?
No, they gave me a prescription mouthwash.
Oh, that tastes like toilet water? Yeah, I've had that.
It's actually not that bad.
Okay.
It's pretty minty. At first I was like, it's definitely medicine-y, but yeah. So when they did mine, I told the guy, I'm like, the crown might be loose, because sometimes when I chew I can feel it. It feels like it's moving. He goes, okay, we'll see. And then he just no effort, just pops it right off. He goes, oh yeah.
Was it a legitimate crown, or was it what could have been considered a crown for a real tooth?
No, it was a crown.
So it was a fake crown the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. I understand.
Yeah. So then they took the dental drill, cut it into 3 pieces, I'm assuming, because it was just zzz, zzz, zzz. That was it, just real quick. And then
pit stop.
Yeah. Then he pulled out, there's 3 roots, he pulled them out one at a time. But yeah, you can hear it. He goes, before we started, he's like, you're going to hear some weird noises. And I didn't really know what he meant. But yeah, you can, because the roots are in your jawbone, you can hear it pop out of your jaw. It's weird.
Yeah, and you got to be, you can't be careful, but you got to just make sure you find a good finding specialist or whatever, because there are nut job dentists and people out there that don't know what the hell they're doing, and they can really jack up some nerves in your jaw, and you'll always feel pain for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, so my dentist had a guy in his office that he said I should have look at it first. So I went had a consultation with him, and he's looking at my x-rays, whatever. And he goes, you know what? I could do this, but you're going to hate me when it's over. So I'm gonna send you to this other guy because this is what he does all day, every day. So yeah, it took like maybe 30 minutes.
Yeah, chiropractic adjustments don't take that long.
Did I say something about a back, or are you just making a shitty joke?
I thought it was a pretty good joke.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. So now I'm all stitched up. I was just drinking smoothies for a couple days. I was on antibiotics for like a week. Yeah.
Movements.
Actually, not really.
Interesting. You weren't drinking enough water. Maybe I'm not.
I was drinking a lot of water. I was also eating I was eating a lot of yogurt. Does that help?
I don't know. I'm not a biologist.
I don't know. When I went to pick up the antibiotics, the lady at Walgreens told me to make sure I take probiotics, like eat yogurt, and I was drinking kombucha while I was taking the antibiotics.
See, the funny thing about that is she tells that to everyone she sees at the pharmacy.
Well, yeah,
no matter what they're picking up, it's it's like some prescription grade Viagra. It's like, now make sure you get some probiotics, eat your celery, do that, and it's like everyone's like, oh, next person in line, they're getting like rabies medication. Make sure you do your probiotics. See, it's a blanket. You can say it to anyone.
It's true.
Same with drinking water.
Kombucha is really good for you.
You should drink more water.
It's true. Okay, so we should address it. You think we have a live studio audience? We have a live studio audience. First one.
Yeah.
Just one person.
Are you gonna bleep out their name?
Well, don't keep yelling her last name. Like you were yelling. I almost just said it. Jake's last name.
Oh.
Don't do it, because last time I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna even be able to find all the times you said it. So.
Well, actually, what day is it today? 13th?
Yep.
You know what day it is?
Cinco de Mayo.
Jake's birthday.
Is it really? I didn't know. Yeah. Happy birthday, Jake.
Happy birthday.
Bleep.
You got to do a bleep now, then you got to use it.
I already saved your bleep, so I'll just
keep using my bleep?
Yeah.
Can I redo it?
The problem was, because I kept bleeping out you, it almost sounded like you were just yelling bleep over and over.
It was a good thing. No,
yeah.
Yes, Belinda.
Oh, yeah, we never even finised the thought, yeah.
The elephant in the room, if you will.
Yep.
I didn't.
She's not an elephant.
It's a figure of speech.
Do you want me to fight him? I'll fight him. Yeah, let's see it. Okay, she said yes. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
I'm a pacifist.
I'm a lover, not a fighter, but I will fight for love. So, what does that tell you?
That you're a fighter?
Of love. For love. I'm a crusader of love.
Whoa. Interesting. I think we should address this straight off the bat. The last episode we talked about movies, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we did. That was kind of a rhetorical question.
Sorry.
So, you mentioned The Notebook, and you laughed at me when I said that I thought it was a movie about magical mailbox.
Yeah,
I've been informed.
It is called The Lake House with Keanu Reeves and Sandra Bullock.
No, I've been informed. I'm going to just say straight off the bat, I've been vindicated. Because there are at least 2 other people that I know of that thought it was about a magical mailbox.
Okay, but hold on.
It's not just me.
If you lived under a rock and you said, what color is the ceiling? You would say probably black because you lived under a rock. If you talk to 2 other people who live under the same rock, they're going to say the same thing.
But it's like, okay, do you know what the Mandela effect is?
Isn't that where, when Morgan Freeman says, do something, win the World Cup for your country, isn't that the Mandela effect?
No.
Nelson Mandela, right? Isn't that what it is?
Well, that's what it's named after, yeah. But
yeah, see, he tells you to win the World Cup and you win the World Cup. If you're
it has
Matt
nothing
Damon,
to do with Morgan Freeman.
That's called Invictus, by the way. That's a movie.
Is that any good?
I didn't really like it, but it won awards, so...
You wouldn't put it in your top 10?
I'd put it in my bottom 10, maybe, for some of the worst movie.
Really?
It wasn't that... It was bad. It wasn't good. It wasn't the worst.
So the Mandela effect, the real one, not the one in Invictus.
Not the Morgan Freeman one. Okay.
Correct. Basically, it's like the reason it was named after Nelson Mandela is there's like this whole group of people that could have swore that he died in prison in like 1985 or something like that. And everybody like that remembered this fact incorrectly remembered it like as the same date. So there's all these kinds of things. Like, do you know the Berenstain Bears?
Berenstain Bears?
So, and even now just telling you this, I don't remember which one's actually right. There's like, most people remember it as Berenstain Bears. Or maybe it is Berenstain Bears. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It's the Berenstain like Bears
Berenstain
effect.
Or Berenstain. Everyone remembers it wrong. It's not actually... I don't know. It's weird.
Is it...
So, like, some people use it as an argument for multiple universes.
But is it a valid argument, though? Just because you can't disprove something, does that mean it's like a good argument?
No. It's just kind of like a fun theory. Like, why do all these people remember that Nelson Mandela died?
Can we cite names?
What do you mean? Like, of people that believe this?
No, the 3 people that said it's about a mailbox. Clearly, they never saw it. You're one of them.
No, it wasn't her. I'm not going to say who it was. I don't want to oust him.
Him?
Yeah.
Him is 3 people?
Well, okay, so one of my friends called me.
One?
Yep.
I bet it was...
And
I won't say his last name just so you want to bleep it out.
It was not Jake Bleep.
Was it Sam?
It was Sam.
Doesn't count.
What do you mean it doesn't count? He's not allowed to have an opinion.
Oh, it was...
It was Sam and his fiance's friend. They both thought it was the same movie.
What did his fiance think?
She thought he was dumb.
I'm with her.
Yeah. That's okay.
Okay, so anyway,
maybe it's a Mandela
people
effect.
thought it's. I still don't get that how that applies.
The Mandela effect, like
people misremember things.
Yeah, collectively. It works.
Okay,
it works.
I won't.
You kind of have to understand what the Mandela effect is for that joke to land, but
I get it, but it's like I don't, because it's like you're giving 2 solutions, right? I don't know.
That's kind of... Never mind. We don't have to get into quantum physics. That's
not.
Quantum physics, that is the idea that there's like things can exist in multiple places at once.
Like me.
Quantum computing basically is like, a computer works with ones and zeros, binary, right?
Yeah, I don't think you can say that technically speaking, but yeah.
Why can't you say that technically?
No, technically speaking you can, but...
Yes. So, a quantum computer works on the probability that a number is a 0 and the probability that a number is a 1. So it's like, basically, if you think the number can be 0 or 1, and you have to guess, as a computer would, right, to solve a complex problem, you would have to guess. If you can guess with a probability that it's going to be a 1, like you think it's more likely to be a 1, so you would guess 1 first, you're going to solve it way faster.
Right.
Instead of just brute forcing it. That's how quantum computing works. Really.
Sounds
simply.
Good. I like that.
Yeah, you're welcome. Science lessons with Tim. Do you remember... Go ahead.
Nope.
Do you remember what I had planned for today?
I think you wanted to do yoga outside.
No, it is really nice out though. It's like 60 degrees.
Yes. Can we have her be the fact checker?
Why?
I don't know.
What kind of facts are you checking?
Like, what is the temperature outside right now?
The problem is she doesn't have a microphone, so nobody's going to be able to hear.
57 and sunny.
It's probably cooling off a little bit. I bet it was a little warmer earlier.
Insulation.
59.
It's probably still warming up. Are you familiar with insulation?
Like in a house?
No. In SOL. Like the soul.
Like isolation with an N?
No. Wait, isolation?
I don't understand. I was asking a serious question and you're laughing at me.
No, you said insulation with an N.
I said isolation with an N.
Isolation and insulation.
I don't know what insulation is.
Okay, insulation SOL, sol, Spanish, Greek, whatever, sun.
Oh.
It's heating up the Earth's crust. And so as soon as the sun starts to go down, that's when the Earth's crust hits its peak because it's still warming up, even as the sun's starting to, whatever. It's like the rays warm down into the few layers of crust.
Interesting.
And start warming everything up. But as soon as the sun starts going down, it's like the stuff that was it's still transferring down to the whatever crust thing, and now it's starting to come back up. So it'll still warm up for the next, I don't know, half hour when the sun starts going down. But that's when the peak of what the temperature will be for that day. So you'll always
the peak isn't when the sun is at its peak.
Correct. So that's where
science lessons with Zach.
Yeah, that's one thing I learned in my geological whatever. I was like, that's an interesting fact to know, because so around 4, between like I think 3, depending on where you're at in the United States, I think between like 3:30 and 5:30, or maybe even 6, will that'll be the warmest point. And of course that's ignoring clouds and all that crap.
Is that where the term insolation, not insolation, comes from?
Is there a spelling difference? I don't know. When you said with an N, I just was thinking of like
insulation in your walls is spelled with a U, INSU.
I think it's SOL for insolation.
Well, that makes sense because sun is soul. Yeah.
Yeah. Amen. Inside. So yeah, that's I don't know. Someone,
how did we get here?
DM us if you know how to spell insolation.
Well, she fact checked me. How about she fact checks you?
No, I told her to fact check the temperature.
I fact checked it.
What is
Who
it?
spells it right?
Insolation. Hold on.
Say that louder.
Let me read the definition.
I'm right. Is that
exposure to the sun's rays? The amount of solar radiation reaching a given area. Neat.
I'm not trying to flex on my.
We should always have a fact
knowledge.
checker.
Yeah, we should.
You want a job? We don't pay anything. I guess you can have a beer.
All right.
Tim pays in beer.
Yep. Okay. No. Do you remember what I had planned for today?
You wanted to talk about
no
the Murphy's Law and Cole's Law.
No.
Do you know what the difference is?
Murphy's Law is like anything. If something bad can happen, it will happen, right?
Do you know what Cole's Law is?
No.
Thinly sliced cabbage.
Oh my gosh. That's pretty good. I like that.
Oh my god.
I'm glad you thought it was funny.
Sorry.
Oh man. Your face is so red right now. It's as red as your shirt.
I disagree. I'm sorry. So that was
great.
I thought of that.
You came up with that? That's a patented joke?
I thought of that because someone was talking about Murphy's Law. And I think it was on like a post or something I was reading, and then I think the dude's name was Cole.
And
I think there was a comment from Cole that said like, my law would be, I don't know, it was something stupid on LinkedIn, I'm sure. So I was like, Cole's Law. And then I was like,
LinkedIn reference of the day.
Cole's Law. And so I just kind of.
That's pretty good. I like that. Thinly sliced cabbage.
Maybe I saw it somewhere else. Subliminal.
No, you can take credit for it. I'm not even going to have Alyssa fact check you.
Fact check me. Is it an iPhone?
No, okay. So.
It's okay. You don't have to.
I had Alyssa pick out some questions for us to play the Newlywed game. You know what the Newlywed game is?
Yeah. Is that where I hold a shoe and you hold a boutonniere?
No, we'll just do it like verbally. So, I haven't seen the questions she came up with, so I don't know what's they're on the next page. So I gotta flip the page over, but we'll go through.
Should I be seeing that?
No, I don't care. We'll go through them one by one, and I don't even know what kind of questions there are. Yeah, we have to like. If it's a question about you, I would have to answer it, like to guess.
Can we ask the Straight from the horse's mouth?
What do you mean?
Like, is it about you and me? Like, who cooks more?
Some of them.
Some of them, she says.
Okay.
Some of them I think are just going to generate a pretty funny story.
Okay. Some
Okay.
of them are going to generate a pretty funny story. I don't know if anybody can hear you talking over there, so I'm just going to repeat everything you say. Okay, I'm flipping the page. I'm going to try to only look at one at a time.
Well, do you have to put that or something?
Okay. This is so big.
We'll flatten it like a recycling bin.
Who has better handwriting?
Tim.
I was going to say me too, but my handwriting's
me too.
pretty garbage now.
It's pretty garbage, so it's not ugly garbage.
Well, here, I guess I can show you my handwriting. See if you think it looks better or worse than yours.
I know it's better than worse than mine. Much better.
You think so?
Tim vindicated. Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I spelled vindicated wrong, and I always write in pen for some reason, but I screw up.
Also, what
so I'll just
do.
scribble it out. What?
Blue pens.
Blue pens. No.
That way, when you photocopy it, it's like you know if it's a copy or not.
Wait. Because your handwriting's so good, you can't tell if it's a copy or what?
No. It's because before I think technology has now advanced as far as color copies. But in the olden days, when they had copiers, but they only printed in black, I think this is what I was told in my college was always use a blue pen in accounting, so then people can tell what's been printed and what has been adjusted and. I don't know. Fact check me.
Is that true?
It
Sounds
sounds right, but
right. Okay.
Maybe I have like the gift of just sounding like it makes sense, and then
You kind of do. I believe you sometimes.
Okay. Hey, what? You're looking at all of them.
No, I'm not. I'm not reading them.
Okay, so Tim's got better handwriting. Done. Slam dunk. Am I really? Yeah.
I'm not going to repeat that. She just said that, so moving on. Whose phone battery always has more of a charge? I would think me because your phone is like 4 years old.
It belongs in a museum. Name that movie.
National Treasure.
Oh, close. I mean, not close, but like that would make sense.
Yeah, that's
but
why I
it's
said
definitely, oh my gosh.
You name that movie. It belongs in a museum.
Harrison Ford in Indiana Jones.
Mm.
Dr. Jones! Sorry. Yeah, you definitely have a higher battery than me.
Who's better when it comes to directions? I'd say you.
Me.
Yeah.
So here's a little fun story.
Yeah.
So, as you know, or may not, I switched to Google Fi, which my first month I did unlimited, and then I was like, I barely used like 2 gigs.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I can do $20 a month, which is fixed. Like there's 2 plans. There's the unlimited, and then there's the fixed at $20 plus $10 of gigs that you use.
Yep.
So I was like, if I only used 2 gigs, that's $20. On top of 20, that's 40 by my math. So plus taxes and all that crap, like $46 probably. And I was like, okay, so I can save $15. That doesn't sound right. No, $25. So I was like, okay. So I switched to that. You pay for what you use, and so I've been super, super diligent about hooking up on Wi-Fi networks. So, everywhere I go, I'm like,
do you turn
what's
your
Wi-Fi?
data off?
I haven't because I don't want to limit myself.
Yeah.
But everywhere I go, I just like I went to breakfast with Jake and Cassie and a few of Cassie's friends on Sunday, and was very diligent about getting the Wi-Fi password. So I asked the server. The server said, it's food and beverage, or good food, good beverage. I was like, okay. He walks away. I plug it in. Doesn't work.
Did you ask him again?
So then I was like, what the hell? This guy's incompetent. And so then the host was seating another table close by. And I said, excuse me, miss. And she's like, me? And I'm like, yes. And so she comes over and I said, what's your Wi-Fi password? And she said, oh, I think it's Union Street. And I was like, a different answer from what I got before.
Not even close.
Sure enough, I plug it in. It works. Then there's this busser. This is a fun thing that I'm starting to do now, but I don't do it that often because I don't carry cash, which sucks. Which I need to carry more cash so I can do this.
I feel the opposite.
Well, you don't know what I do. What my new thing I want to do. Because I did it and I felt powerful.
Let me know.
So I had $3 in cash. No. Yep, I had $3 in cash. And I see this busser. He's busting his ass. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he's busting tables and all that. And I ask him, because our server's kind of negligent to us. You know, he's like half-assed, like, here's your water. And I finally asked for a pitcher of water because it's like, dude, you're not going to refill my water like for another 20 minutes. So then the host actually brought out the pitcher of water, not even our server. So I'm like, what is this guy doing other than just like being an a-hole?
Which one, the busser?
No, the server. The server sucked. So incorrect Wi-Fi password, strike 1. And strike 2, really, if you think, because I'm paying for my data at that point. Strike 3 was really, 20 minutes of not getting water. So anyway, but this busser, she's busting his ass. So I don't know. I've never done it before, and I felt so good after I did it. So this guy's like got millions of plates and stuff, right? And he was going to grab, I think, my plate or I don't know. And well, this was another fun fact. I asked him for like ketchup or something, you know, that our server should have done. And he's like, oh, sorry, like I can't do that. I'll get you someone who can. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't? Empower yourself.
They probably have rules about him touching
they're dumb
food.
rules. It doesn't matter.
Well, it's probably like a health code thing.
So anyway, then later he's coming to like grab plates, and then he's like walking by, and I said, hey, buddy, in like a stern, not you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But like, hey, buddy. And he like turns, and I'm just holding $2 bills. I'm like, here you go. This is yours. And he's like, oh, thank you. You know, he's really appreciative. And he walked away. I was like, yeah, like that, you know, that server, our a-hole server is not going to tip that dude. Or if he does, it's not going to be $2 worth. You know what I mean? In my eyes. So then my power move was I paid with a credit card for my meal, and I left $1 in for the server. Because it was, I mean, I shouldn't have done anything really, but he did like the bare minimum of your job. Like you existed, you brought water once, you brought our food, you gave me the wrong Wi-Fi password. I mean, I don't know.
This reminds me of the first time we met. We went like after the Bloody Mary festival. We went to that taco place, and you and Jake could not get over. You wouldn't shut up about how slow our server was. I'm like, it's a Sunday afternoon, nice summer day. We were sitting next to the open windows. We had nowhere to be. Not that big of a deal.
I guess
we're different people, though.
Well, no, yes, we are, but I think, I mean, I don't know, just kind of working. I worked in the industry for a little bit.
Yeah.
When I say worked in the industry, I mean I did the accounting, but I still kind of understood and how that they operate.
Yeah.
Because it's like accounting in that industry is like, you got to gel to be effective. And our department did not gel. It was like, these are the rules, so you follow them. And it's like, you can't provide a great level of service by following the rules to that nth degree. So that's where it's like, you should create guidelines and say like, listen, if you're going to comp something, just ring it in. We don't care what happens to it. Just ring it in so there's documentation. And then accounting bean counters on the back end will find out what to do with it. But anyway, so my level of service is kind of like, I think this is going to be a big, a trend, a scary trend in the industry where they keep fighting for more and more like hourly wages. Eventually they won't, I don't think, I'm not speaking for all of them, but I'm thinking over time, the level of service is going to be diminished because people are going to stop. They're like, I get paid X amount of dollars anyway. I don't need the tips now. And so, whereas right now, people have to be kind of nice because they want that tip.
Here's the thing. People like, I was a waiter, and people don't
at
tip.
At a Denny's or a Cracker Barrel?
It was at a retirement home.
That doesn't count.
Sure, it does.
I mean, it doesn't. They're not paying.
Yeah, they
I
pay.
mean, they are. But
Yeah, no, they have to like sign the bill, write a tip in there.
Do they pay by credit card?
No, but they pay.
Yeah,
Anyway,
$5,000 a month.
Well, no, because that's not included in, like, at least the place I worked. It wasn't included.
Okay, it
in
doesn't
their
matter.
rent.
Yes, continue.
So people tip what they tip. The level of service doesn't matter.
Ah,
I treated everyone exactly the same, and no matter what, like.
so you tip
if they're
even
a
if
big
you have the
tipper.
worst service on the planet.
Yeah.
Just so I okay, interesting. I think I can so I can tell you, 4 or 5 on one hand, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I've given $0 tips in my entire life.
Really?
So it's not frequent. Even when I have a horse crap bartender that, whatever,
Yeah.
doesn't know how to make a drink or can't pour worth crap, I still give him $1 because I'm like, A for effort at that point. But like blatant neglect, that's where it's like, no, you don't get anything, dude. I'm sorry, like you did not.
Yeah.
And I will say, in Minneapolis they're doing it. I can't speak for anywhere else because I haven't really been anywhere else, but it bothers me when I see, like, don't tell me don't put a separate line item for like 3.5% of the bill is either a surcharge or like medical insurance. To me, that it's like that's a business decision. I'm not paying for your employee's medical insurance. That's not a separate line item. I'm paying for the food. Up your price in the food. I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
So that bothers me. And legally speaking, you can ask to remove the surcharge.
Really?
Yeah, because you're not paying for it.
I don't think I've ever seen that. What kind of place would have that?
I bet if you go downstairs, you'd find that.
At the taco place?
It would either be a surcharge or it'll say for health insurance. Like it's one or the other. If it's a surcharge, you can ask them to remove it. I've never done it, and I don't think I ever will, but I do not like it.
That'd be strange.
And I tip accordingly. Like that comes off their tip. Sorry.
Weird.
But if they just up to okay.
Do you remember the question that started this? Who's better at directions?
Who's better at tipping? Oh.
No.
Okay. Oh, no. So wait, can I finish that?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So now that I pay for data, and so I've been free falling as far as directions go. I have been using Google Maps. So today I was at IKEA and I was like, all right, I got to get to Tim's. I kind of remember how to get there, but I've never come from IKEA.
Yeah.
So I was like, huh. So I just kind of said, I'm going for a drive and,
liberating.
It is kind of liberating because I thought I took the wrong turn. I took the right turn.
Nice.
So my cognitive maps are dope.
Proud
maps.
of you.
Thanks. Anyway.
Next question. Who would last longer on a deserted island? I think I would. I'm an Eagle Scout. I did a wilderness survival merit badge.
Yeah, but I think I got more fat than you.
Maybe. But you also got muscles. Muscles are hungry.
Yeah, but think about it. Think about alone. I'm not disagreeing. I think you would live longer. But not because you're an Eagle Scout.
We did watch that that show Alone.
Yeah.
And it's like always the fat people that win. Except the one season we watched. Never mind.
Well, that one dude killed a moose, and
yeah,
that was awesome.
Yeah.
That'd be me, but I wouldn't kill a moose.
Why not?
I'd do it.
I would be able to.
I'd in the Yukon like that or wherever. I would do like the Luke Skywalker in Star Wars.
Like live inside it.
I'd take like a knife and just
that only
cut
works.
It open and
that only works for one night, and then you're covered in blood.
Yeah, but then it's like the wolves know who the alpha is.
Okay.
Can you imagine scaring off wolves? Actually, you'd probably, if it was that cold out, the carcass would probably freeze and you couldn't get out. Sorry. Next question.
That would be bad. That'd be a terrible way to die.
Inside a moose? That'd be sick. Can you imagine someone finding bones like years later? Like, dude, this moose
ate a person.
Ate a human.
Oh, man. So this next one, I was wondering if this question was going to be on here. And I was thinking about it because I don't know how I'm going to answer it. Who do you trust more behind the wheel? I think
Steven Seagal.
No, I'm pretty sure the question is supposed to be between us.
Oh. Behind the wheel?
Yeah. Who's a better driver? I think
better or aggressive.
You're definitely more aggressive.
That's
I would say you're probably a better driver because I've been in an accident.
I don't think that's. But was the accident your fault?
Partially.
Well, okay, then I guess I win.
I think like once it was all said and done, because it was like multi-car, I think I was like 10% at fault or something.
Were the cops involved?
No.
But you totaled your vehicle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I was going to say, if we're considering accidents, in my college car, some lady backed into me. Not backed into me, kind of backed into me. I was driving in a parking lot, and I couldn't stop because it was so snowy.
Yeah.
And so, or maybe I couldn't start in time. Because I was also a manual, so I was spinning, trying to, engage as fast as possible, and then all of a sudden, she just, kissed my bumper, and then she got out. Oh my gosh! She's, really rattled, and I was like, do you see what I'm driving right now? Do you think what I care what it happens to this thing? I said, is your car okay? Clearly it has more value. And she's like, and then I was like, okay, psycho. See ya.
Actually, you know what? I was just thinking about it. I've gotten in more than one accident.
You are worse.
But only one of them was really real because it involved actual people. The other one I not backed into. I had rear-ended Sam.
Sam's not a human.
Well,
he's a good dog.
He's
a golden retriever driving.
We pulled over. We got out, looked at it. Like, that's not that bad. Because Sam was driving a big old SUV that had a steel bumper. So my bumper kind of got bent up, but his was totally fine.
Good thing you're friends.
Yeah. We just moved on. So that I totally had forgotten about that.
Is his last name the opposite of P? No, it's P. Sorry. You can bleep that out.
Why would you ask that?
Because every time I see his name on Facebook, I'm always like, Sam P.
Why are you doing this to me? Now I gotta go through and bleep it out.
I'll compensate you in ways.
I don't want you to finish that thought.
I'll let your imagination run. Okay, what's the next one? Are we on number 2, 3?
6. 6 out of 14.
Geez, not even halfway.
Who's better at keeping surprises?
Tim.
You think so?
Am I good at keeping surprises? How many surprises have I done?
It depends. So, I would say I'm probably better at keeping surprises. But
from me, or is this from each other, or just overall? Because
this is where my mind went too. Is it a surprise you're keeping from me, or is it a surprise you're keeping from someone else? Because if it's someone else, you're telling me 100%.
Get some clarity. Okay. Well, what is the nature of the surprise? A fun surprise? Is it always a fun surprise, or any surprise?
No, I think we're assuming it's a fun surprise.
So should we be assuming that?
Yes.
Okay.
It's our game. We can make up the rules.
Because remember, it was a surprise when I lost my job and didn't tell anyone for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I do not qualify that as a surprise.
I mean, I would consider that a fun surprise.
Yeah, you weren't really that upset.
No, I wasn't, because it was probably the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Yeah. You just were so frustrated.
To date.
Yeah.
That's probably, yeah. So I'm grateful at the end of things. I sprinkle a little gratitude with that attitude,
There you go.
But yeah, I didn't tell anyone because I didn't want to worry anyone either, because it was COVID. It was a month and a half or 2 months in.
Yeah.
And it was
you were
2 weeks to flatten the curve.
You had another job within a month, right?
Yeah. I think it was a month because I got 4 weeks of that nice, generous unemployment deal.
Nice.
I was like, wow, I guess I have an extra $2,000 to go to Vegas.
Why not? Okay, where are we? Who is a bigger baby when they're sick?
Probably me.
I was going to say me.
Really? Yeah. I don't think... Have you ever been sick?
I was pretty sick last January. Remember that?
I was too. After during Theo Katzman, remember? I was on all sorts of...
That was in March.
Yeah, it was. That's when I think I had COVID.
Yeah.
because it took me like 6 days to shake that thing. Like after like I did 3 days of like lots of Dayquil, lots of NyQuil. Just have a couple drinks of like tea and brandy in there with the NyQuil. Give it a little punch, kick into overdrive a little bit, and then I like rocked and rolled because I didn't take any sick time either. I kind of don't believe in that.
You don't believe in sick time?
I mean, it's not really a matter of belief, but it's like I load up on drugs and I load up on caffeine. Like that's probably what's going to take me. And like age 68, it's going to be like a common cold killed Zach. Well, did it, or was it all the copious amounts of caffeine?
It was the catalyst.
So like, yeah.
So if you're sick and you go to work,
well, it's different now in the state that we're in.
No,
not Minnesota COVID.
I mean, just in general, if you're sick and you go to work, you're not going to be working at 100%. Pretty much guaranteed. And if you get other people at work sick, they're not going to be working at 100%. So you might as well just stay home.
So this is the fun thing, though. Now, I can work from home.
That's true.
And if I were feeling under the weather, I would 100% stay home now because, like, it's not fair to anyone at work.
Yeah.
It's funny how I say that now, but before COVID, I'd be like, yeah, it's the flu. Deal with it. I don't know. Like,
yeah.
And which I'm not, makes me sound heartless, but it's like, I don't know. The reason I didn't do it, and this is me being the cheap ass I was, is I wanted to use my PTO for vacation, not for being sick.
Yeah, that's stupid. I hate when companies do that.
So it's like, I got I got, I think 3.5 weeks of PTO, and it was like, I'm not taking a day. It's like, if anything, I'm taking a day around Thanksgiving or Christmas or something, like an extra day around then, but 100% not when I'm sick. Like, you should go home. Oh, here's a fun fact.
Yeah.
If you legally, so you're salaried, I'm assuming.
Yep.
If you work like, the reason your employer says, oh yeah, if you got to do a dentist, go for it. If you got to do like an eye exam, go for it. Because if you work like, I think minimum 1 hour, they have to pay you for the whole day.
Really?
Regardless if you take time off. They didn't tell me that at my last job.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's why they say that.
So we should
do it. Go for it.
Did we decide who's a bigger baby when they're sick?
I mean, if you want that crown, you can wear it. I will. I mean, I think I'm pretty. Maybe I'm not a baby. Maybe I'm just like an a-hole as far as like my body's like, you need to sleep, and I'm like, no, sleep when I'm dead.
You should sleep. Sleep is really good for you.
Yeah,
you do
sometimes.
Sleep. You do sleep. You go to sleep early.
I usually, honestly, I can operate on like 6. I think the minimum is 6.5 hours. No, the minimum is like 6 hours. But like, yeah, I'm psycho like that.
You should get at least 7. If you like are getting less than 7 hours of sleep, you're much more likely to get Alzheimer's. Like 80% more likely.
Dude, with how much, not caffeine, but, caffeine as far as energy drinks and whatnot. Like I said, I'm probably going to develop things they haven't even discovered yet. Like, they're going to be like, dude, you don't have Alzheimer's, you have super memory. Like, you can remember how... They're going to say, like, we're going to study you. And I'm going to say, like, if you can catch me. Like, in your walker. I'm like Benjamin Buttons, but with, like knowledge is, like, what keeps marching on. But, like, my muscles and my joints and my cartilage. Like
Stephen Hawking.
What did he have magic cartilage? What was that?
I don't know. I think he had ALS.
No, that's not going to be me. I'm not going to have ALS. I'm not going to dump water on myself and be like, hey, what's the point of that?
It was to raise awareness.
By dumping water on yourself? That is to raise awareness?
I don't know what
I don't even know what ALS is.
Yeah, clearly didn't work.
Clearly?
No, it's like a muscle degenerative disease. Can you fact check that?
And then explain how the water... So was the cold water supposed to, like, how your muscles would react under ALS?
You don't have to do that. No, I think the cold water was just, like, something that was uncomfortable.
Yeah, we need to get her a microphone.
It was something that was uncomfortable to do. Lou Gehrig's disease, a nervous system disease that weakens muscles and impacts physical function. In this disease, nerve cells break down, which reduces functionality in the muscles they supply. The cause is unknown.
So why is it called ALS?
Lou Gehrig's disease? I have no idea.
Oh, Andrew Lou Gehrig. Is Lou Gehrig one word, or is that like Lou?
It's
Gehrig,
someone's name.
Person isn't the first person that had it.
Lou Gehrig was the first person.
So why they call it ALS?
I don't know.
The
That's the scientific name, she said.
Okay, I think I understand. So that's why it's called like Tommy John surgery, because Tommy John was the first one who had that kind of surgery.
Correct. Don't know if that's true. I'm just gonna agree. He definitely had he definitely had the surgery. I don't know if he was the first one, or maybe just the first famous one.
Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. So what's the next one? Wait. So yeah, you're a baby, right?
Yeah, I'm a baby.
Is that what we were on?
Yep.
Okay.
Who's most likely to be arrested? It's tough.
I don't know. What would I do to get arrested? Probably take one for the team, as far as if I was at a bachelor party in a certain area and there was something going on and I had to like, because honestly my career is kind of it is protected as far as I'm not like a doctor or like a lawyer to where I guess, I don't know.
What are you trying to say? You're
I'm
going
trying
to
to
get
say,
arrested
like,
for like a DUI?
No, not something stupid like that. I'm saying like I would not take one for the team for that. That's a dumb, stupid, dumb thing to do. No, it's like if someone, like if you and I were at a bar and then someone started poking their finger at you and like there was some loud words exchanged between the two and the guy was going to like,
start a fight,
fisticuffs, yeah, or something, then I would probably just like end him and just so then you don't have to go to jail, if that makes sense.
I don't think you go to jail for fighting. I think it's just
Can
like
you sit
disorderly
overnight or
conduct.
something, or
what? I don't know.
Regardless, so I would do that. So then it's like because what if you were a surgeon and needed to do surgery the next day? And the guy's like, "I'm gonna break your hands." I'd say like, "Hey, break these hands." Oh, knuckle sandwich. Oh, you still hungry? Got another one. Got a fistful of fries here too.
You know what's funny? So, I don't know which one of us would be more likely to be arrested, but in college, all my friends were nerdy engineers, right? And we were sitting in a hotel room. What? Don't laugh about that.
No, I didn't know that.
They were.
Okay, I agree.
We were sitting in a hotel room and reminiscing about college, because this is after we'd all graduated. We were there for a wedding, and there's probably 6 or 7 of us sitting there, and we realized that of the 7 of us nerdy engineers, 5 of us had been arrested in college. I was not one of them.
What were they for? Do they count as arrests?
One of them was for buying beer for a minor.
That's a good one, I think.
Like that counts.
I guess it technically counts, but I think that's like a moral reason.
Like, okay, all right.
I don't know.
We'll take it.
Okay.
That's a pretty funny story. I think
someone asks, like a minor asks, "Hey, can you buy me beer?"
Yeah,
it's like,
It wasn't exactly.
I can't legal. Oh, was it under like false pretenses? Like,
no.
Hey, I'm 21, but I can't. I forgot my ID at home. I'm pretending to be a.
No, it was somebody he knew. So he was.
I still think that's okay. Like,
you think that counts, or you think?
Well, are there different? Did they all go to jail for that, or is it? Are there different layers? It's one.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know if the
and say like,
"Well,
I went to jail, but I got off."
Oh no, that was just one of the 5, and I think everybody else was like drunk in public, like going out to the bars in college.
See, I guess those technically count, but it's like they're kind of harmless.
Yeah.
Like when I think of someone going to jail, I think of like distributing drugs, because even in Minnesota now, it's like, I'm pretty sure if you have under a certain amount, and I think it's got to be quite a bit, they just like don't even do anything.
Yeah.
They like literally slap you on the wrist. Actually, that might be aggressive
probably write you a ticket.
Excessive force.
Yeah.
No, they'd probably just say, "Here's a 20.
Don't do it again."
Don't do it again.
No, I mean, yeah, it was just
interesting.
That was it.
Well,
we thought it was funny that all these nerds got arrested in college.
So, if you were to be arrested, what do you think you would be arrested for?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Yeah, so I guess
sometimes I worry about
win.
I'm not doing my taxes correctly and they're going to come arrest me.
That's kind of funny.
Yep, that's about it. What about you? What are you getting arrested for?
I just told you, like.
Oh, right.
Probably just like I would take one for the team. It wouldn't be like I am smart enough not to get arrested for like anything. Am I right? But
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Like you're both right, but it's who's more likely.
I think you. Then I don't know.
I think you.
Why? Why am I more likely?
I don't know. Do we have a tiebreaker? Who do you think is more likely?
I'm going with Zach because I think he might try to talk himself out of something with the cop and he'd be like, "Nah, buddy, you're going to jail."
She said Zach because he'll probably try to talk himself out of something with a cop and he's going to be like, "Nah, you're going to jail."
Oh, okay, yeah, sweet. I mean, the thing is I know how to talk to cops.
You kind of look like
I've never been ticketed by a real cop. Those university parking enforcement people are not.
Parking ticket's not a ticket.
So those are stupid. But no, I've gotten my friends out of getting tickets.
Really?
I've been in the passenger seat and my buddy was driving into my hometown and cop pulls him over and he's swearing left and right, being all bent out of shape, like, "I wasn't speeding," and just freaking out. And I was like, "Dude, you don't know why he pulled you over. Why are you freaking out right now?" He's like, "I wasn't speeding." He's like losing it. And sure enough, the cop's like, I knew the cop, small town. But he's like, "Yeah, your taillight's out." And I'm like, "Dude, you didn't get pulled over for speeding because you weren't."
Yeah.
It's a taillight. Said he was hoping to find probably drugs or some reason to get you bigger because Kenyon had a issue with that kind of stuff. But
yeah.
And then another buddy, same situation. He gets pulled over for speeding. I think it was 10 or 11 over the speed limit. I think it was a different cop or maybe the same cop, but he's like, I'm in the passenger seat and we're just talking over my buddy in the driver's seat. And my buddy just gave his like license and insurance. Cop ran it, came back, and he's like, "Yeah, you're good. Just slow down." I don't know if that was because of me, but I'd like to think so.
I have another friend that's good at getting out of tickets too. A couple of times. I was only there for one of these. I'm not going to tell you which one, because I don't want to incriminate myself. But one of them, he was out. These are both in high school, so we were under 18. He was out past the 18-year-old curfew.
Do I know who this person is?
Yeah, you know them, but
I know who it is.
Don't guess.
Is it?
No. You just made noises with your lips. That sounds disgusting.
Right. I got cotton mouth. Hold on, keep talking. I'm listening.
Okay. So the first time he was out past curfew, hanging out in a parking lot. I think he brought a new girl that he was seeing, and it was him and another friend, and these two girls just hanging out at like 1 a.m, middle of summer, nothing better to do. And these cops rolled up, found out they were all under 18, and he talked to the cops for like 20 minutes, and then they finally just said, "All right, just go home." Basically, he had a nice conversation with these cops. The other time, he was going with a car full of people going bowling, and the bowling alley in Bloomington there's a kind of a back alley that like where all the dumpsters are and stuff. So he turns down that, rips through the back alley. He's probably going 45 miles an hour through this parking lot. Comes out the other side into the big like open area of the parking lot. And I think it was like a Sunday night or something, so there's not a lot of cars there. And he gets past where all the cars are parked, because they're parked up closer to the building, to just the big open space. Cranks his parking brake, slides sideways through like half of the parking lot, stops like kind of halfway between two spots, looks up, and there's a cop just sitting there, like on his donut break or something. And everybody gets out of the car, starts walking into the building. He's like, "We saw the cop." Okay, I just admitted that I was there. So
busted.
We saw the cop, so he gets out and he's like, "Everybody go. We're just walking like nothing happened." So the cop just puts it in drive, slowly rolls up to him, and stops him. And he's like, "Hey, can I talk to you for a second?" So the rest of us just walk into the bowling alley. We're leaving him on his own, and he goes, "Is there something wrong with your car?" And I almost said his name. This guy goes, "Yeah, there's a lot wrong with it, but not in the way that you mean." And the cop kind of looks him up and down. He goes, "Make good choices," and drives away.
Nice.
Yeah.
That reminds me of it was ahead of my senior prom, I think. My date's brother let me drive his like 2006 maybe GTO.
Yeah.
And he was like a mechanic, so he took off the governor and he like souped it up and everything. So I'm like peeling out at stop signs and whatnot, and cop pulls me over. Oh yeah, this is so good. He's like, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" And I'm like, "Yes, I can guess." And he's like, "Whose car is this?" And my date's like, "My brother's." "I want you to call him and tell him what you did." "Okay." Bring. "Hey Kyle, it's me." "Hey, what's up, buddy?" So I got pulled over. The cop wants me to talk to you and tell you what I did because I was speeding and peeling out. And he's like, oh, I'm very disappointed in you." And the cop is just sitting there like, yeah, like, this is what I wanted, And so I hung up. I was like, "Thanks, Kyle. I won't do it again." And then cop's like, "Yep, that's good enough. Have a good day," or something, and he walked away. And then as soon as the cop left, we drove. And then we parked somewhere, and then we called the brother back. He's just like, "Man, you just do whatever you want." Like, he's like, "That's why I gave you the car to rip around and have fun with it." Like, it was just the funniest thing because he's like, I had no idea. I assumed I was on speakerphone based on how you guys were talking.
Yeah.
Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, bad story, but yeah.
No, that's a good story. I like that one. That's hilarious.
All right, what's the next question?
Who is more likely to get out of something they don't want to do? It's me, for sure.
Give an example.
Yes,
I would agree with that. Not because of your character, but because I can't really. I suck at lying. I'm the worst liar on the planet. So, like, if I didn't want to do anything, I'd probably hurt my friend's feeling by saying, "Just don't want to do this right now." But I forced myself.
If you said that to me, that would not hurt my feelings.
That's
because I understand. I'm like, I have like kind of mild social anxiety. So like, if I, like, even when we were meeting up for your birthday, like I was telling Alyssa when we were on our way there, I was like, whenever I do something like this, I always get kind of uncomfortable, even though I know it's going to be fun, but just like, meeting up with all those people and in a place I'd never been to before kind of makes me
anxious. Is it the people or the location?
Both.
So it's a combination?
Yeah.
It's 50-50?
Yeah.
Is there such a place that you could meet up where the place would not be a factor? Would it be like Brad's cabin? Beep, cabin.
You could say Brad's cabin.
Brad's cabin.
Just don't say his last name. Yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, there's always people at Brad's that I don't know, you know, but I'm like way more comfortable in a setting like that where like at least one of those factors I'm familiar with, you know, like
Being shirtless.
being shirtless, right? Or just like I've been to Brad's place so many times. That
okay.
So it's kind of like a combination of I'm going to a place that I don't know, and there's going to be people there that I don't know.
Who are the people who were there that you didn't know?
Well, I mean, like just like not even the people that were with us.
Oh, like randos?
Yeah, randos.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
like the guy that was working there that came up and talked to us all the time kind of makes me uncomfortable. Which I know he was like.
I mean, that's a good sixth sense to have because that was a little.
He was like he was super sweet.
Yeah, he was sweet.
Yeah, he was super nice, and he was like super welcoming. But
yeah, he was a great dude. Sometimes those people, I love those people, but sometimes there's like another level that they take it to, where it's like no one's talked to me for 9 months, and then they think like you're the best friend when you're just making like when I'm speaking of very specific occurrences where it's like you say something in passing that's kind of like fun and socially normal people are like, oh yeah, and like and that's it. That's the interaction.
Yeah.
And the people who don't really get it, who are like, friend. Yeah. And they just keep, and then they don't follow you, but they're kind of like, oh yeah, and they just keep talking, and then eventually you find out, oh my gosh, like, I had no idea, like, your entire family lineage, a seat at the throne, like, and they tell you things you don't want to know.
Yeah.
That they just freely give. That is very personal. And it's like, I'm speaking from personal experiences where I'm like, there's a point in the conversation when you're like, if I don't get to a public space right now, I might be captured and kidnapped.
Yeah, I think that's why I like having friends like you, because you're the opposite of me. Like, you will talk to anybody. You're like, you have no inhibitions. You're just like,
the only thing, it's only happened to me, again, like twice ever, and I can think of one immediately, was there's one person, I think I was bartending in Grand Forks once, and this guy came up to the bar by himself and just said, like, what do you have for vodka? And I was like, kind of turn around, like, it's busy. I'm like, I don't know, you can read, can't you? Like, I didn't say that, but I was like, oh, we got this. And of course you try to upsell him on this crap that, whatever. And then he's like, I'll take a screwdriver. After going through all these vodkas, he didn't even specify. So I'm like, anything particular? Rail's fine. Okay.
Weird.
But he just, and then, but the way, like, it wasn't the words exchanged or like the situation. It was like, it's in a bustly bar, but this dude was like in a different pace, and it was really, really, really uncomfortable. Like, I thought he was going to be waiting outside at the bar close, and like he was going to like beat someone up or kill someone or something. I've never felt so uncomfortable leaving a place, and this was like 4 hours later. And this was like weird. The brief interaction of like, I'll take a screwdriver, and it was like all these like very awkward, like, you don't ask a bartender this, or you don't talk to a bartender when it's busy.
Maybe he's just a weirdo.
Oh, 100%, 300%. That guy probably like broke out of a loony bin.
No, I mean, like, not like a hazardous weirdo, just like a
I think so.
Person.
I think if, all those, like, murder mysteries where they haven't found someone, I bet that's one of them. He's heading north for some reason. I don't know why, but he's at Grand Forks. He's like, I might get a screwdriver in here.
I'd
say he thought it was 10 in the morning. No, that doesn't even make sense. He probably thought it was like 6 in the morning.
Was he wearing any, like, Wisconsin gear? Because that's where all the murderers come from. Like, serial killers are all from Wisconsin.
He had an Aaron Rodgers jersey on. I was like, dude, there's something wrong with this guy.
There you go.
He's like, what do you got for cheese? And I was like, okay, so I beat that horse down. Okay. Anyway. What was the question?
Who's more likely to get out of something they don't want to do?
Yeah, I can't lie, so probably you.
Who's the biggest thrill seeker? I don't think either of us are really thrill seekers.
It depends. I'm an experience-driven person.
Same. But most of, like my experiences that I like to do aren't really thrilling.
I agree. Mine
going
aren't.
To concerts.
Like, I have no desire to go skydiving.
I want to go skydiving.
Then you win.
Yes. I'll take it. Alyssa wrote this next question.
How do you know?
Just like, I know why she wrote this one. I don't know what to say. Who cracks the lamest jokes?
Me.
Yeah, I was gonna say you too. She might say me, but
really? Well, I can see it. I think it's your delivery.
I think you both have really lame jokes.
She said we both have really lame
okay,
jokes.
actually,
I agree with that.
I'm going to reverse this. I don't think they're lame at all. I think they're great. My coleslaw joke was probably
that was a
the
good
best.
one. That was really good.
So, what does it define a lame joke? Like, what is a lame joke?
Like cheesy joke.
Like, why did the chicken cross the road? To get you to the other side? That's lame. 100%. That's not even funny.
I got a cheesy joke for you.
Who lives in Wisconsin?
No.
Okay, what?
It's a Gudo one.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
thanks.
You try to give me a better one next time.
Did you hear about the cheese that got sick?
No.
It's okay. He blew his nose and got feta.
These are good jokes. I don't know why they're bad. Why are these? What is a lame joke? Tell me a lame joke. You're not telling. You're not.
I always.
That was a lame joke. Really?
I always say to Alyssa, "Life's hard when you're the funniest person you know."
I wouldn't say it's hard. You know, it's hard. So life is hard. It's harder when you're stupid. I don't know. I read that somewhere. That's a good line.
I like that. That sounds like Joe Dirt or something.
Yeah, it's accurate though, right? I mean, if you're stupid, yeah. Not by like intentional. I don't know.
Who lies the most? Neither of us are. We're both pretty truthful.
The types of lies.
Any kind of lie. White lie.
Oh, then maybe I probably lie.
Purple lie. You think so?
I don't.
You're just like so blatantly honest.
I am blatantly honest. I don't lie. It's maybe not considered a lie. I just don't tell the truth. And when I say that, I mean it's like I withhold the truth. I don't say a lie. I just
give me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Like, what do you drive? I drive a Ford Explorer. That is true. I should have said a white Ford Explorer. See, the truth is white Ford Explorer, but I withheld the white part.
Yeah, but that doesn't make it a lie.
That's what I'm saying. It's not necessarily a lie. It's just withholding the truth. So,
you think you lie more than me? I guess maybe this goes with who's more likely to get out of something they don't want to do. I might make something up.
See, yeah, that's the thing. I can't do that. I don't know how to do that. Like, I don't know how to do it and deliver it appropriately. Like, if I were to say, "Oh yeah, my dog just died," it's like that's how it would sound, and everyone would say, "You don't have a dog." I'd be like, I mean, my friend's dog just died. Like, I don't know. I can't do it. I don't know. Because it's that's like, fair. I don't know. I don't know how to do it. If anything, I'd say like we can do it. I just don't want to. I'd prefer to do something else. And that's me being probably the most, I don't know, but I don't know.
I should clarify this. So like, if you're listening to this, anybody, and you invite me to do something and I don't want to do it, it's not because of the person, it's because of me. It's just the way that I'm wired. I don't think I don't want people to take it personally.
Thrill-seeking experience.
That's right. If we're not going skydiving, I'm not going.
Well, then I guess I'll see you.
Okay. Do you know what question I'm about to read?
Yeah.
Who has a better hair?
Well,
I'm wearing a hat. You have better facial hair. If you've
never
watched,
I've never seen your full potential, so I really can't make my judgment right now on facial hair. Head hair, I think I had great hair.
That's true. I had terrible hair. in like 7th grade, my hair was like to my shoulders.
Gross.
Yeah, it was weird. Yeah, if somebody's listening to this and they don't know you, you're bald. That was the joke that Alyssa made.
Well, here's a fun one. Who's got a better shaped head?
Definitely you.
Yeah.
I got a big dent.
Yeah, that's because don't tell me.
No,
you told me. You did tell me this.
We can't do this. I promised the person that we would wait until he was a guest on our podcast to tell this story, because this is like maybe my single greatest story that I have.
That your mom dropped you as a kid?
No, it wasn't. I've never told you the story
I think
about
I thought you
dent
did,
head.
but it wasn't your dad. Is that why?
No, nobody dropped me.
Oh, I don't know the story.
Oh.
Let's just wait for the guest.
Yeah.
It's the greatest story he's ever had. I certainly have not heard this.
I've told you. Oh yeah, I did tell Alyssa this story. She said she almost threw up for me telling the story of how I got my dent.
Wait, how you got it?
Yeah,
you never told me.
Really?
You were making up a lot of stories.
Why are you moving the microphone so far away from yourself?
I don't know. I was trying to... Hold on.
We gotta save it. We gotta save it. Don't ask any questions.
You lied. You really got me believing of this lie.
What are you talking about?
I think it was Fort Worth. You guys were telling me a lie, and then I bought it for such a long time. Oh no, it was Dallas's testicle.
Yeah, correct.
Yep. That were you had me going.
Yeah, Dallas was
you
really
were the
mad
one that let
I...
it out of the bag, I think.
Yeah,
but true. Then when Dallas kept really pushing it, and when I say really pushing it, he kept bringing it up, into which I was like, if you have a fake testicle, you don't just keep bringing it up. And that's where I called him on it, and I said, can I feel it? Does it feel like a normal testicle? And he said yes, but then he started getting uncomfortable because I think he was like, if I really want to seal the deal on this, I have to do this. Because I was 100% comfortable and 100% okay with it. Because I was like, it's not really yours. It's fake, right? So it's like, you can't. That's why I was like, that's okay. That's not. So there's nothing wrong with it.
Should we tell the story?
About your dent?
No, about the testicle.
Oh, I mean.
Because you basically.
You tell the story, because all I know is, like, you guys really got me to believe for, like, maybe a week, or was it a day?
I think it was just a day. But
Or
maybe he told you before, but. Anyway.
No, is that appropriate? Maybe we should have him as a guest. And
okay, we can do that.
XXX.
Yeah. Explicit episode
with him, because, anyway, yeah, because
if we think you don't have a filter, he is like.
Who thinks I don't have a filter?
I think you don't have a filter.
What? Really?
No, you do. You do. You're definitely better than him. Not that it's a bad thing.
I mean, the shit filter's full, but.
Shit filters full. Okay, yeah. So I have better hair.
Yep, 100%. I have better head shape.
This is an interesting question. It's the last one. Who has more X's?
Are
you like just trying to get some information out of me, or what?
No, I thought
like strikes.
Oh, she thought we would skip some.
Like strikes.
Yeah, strikes. Who's got more strikes?
Probably you. You went to bowling as a high school. I mean, I've only went as like a fun thing.
I went as a fun thing. I didn't bowl for like the high school team.
How many times have you gone bowling? Can you count on 2 hands?
No.
Yeah,
more than 2 hands.
Yeah, I'm like 2 hands probably. So
yeah, I'm definitely got more X's than you then.
Yeah. How about slashes? I probably got more slashes than you though.
No.
Really? You think you got more spares?
Yeah. For sure.
All right. Well, I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. Is that it?
If time travel ever happens, we're gonna go back together every time we went bowling, and we're gonna count how many strikes and how many spares we had. That's how we would abuse time travel, is to settle that bet.
In your futuristic world, time travel is possible, and the first thing you're gonna do is go back and count how many strikes you got.
I mean, and we have to use that time wisely. I mean, I wouldn't. That's not the first thing I would do.
It's on the top list, though.
Correct. Well, would you rather go back in time or forward in time?
I think I'd rather go back in time.
How far?
You can make your life so much easier if you just went back and like bet on stuff that was going to happen.
But then, you know what happens in Back to the Future 2? You become Biff.
Didn't we reference Back to the Future 2 in the last episode?
Maybe. Anyway, okay. Well, yeah, I don't. The reason I wouldn't go forward in time is because I don't want to know what my life is like.
My life be like,
ooh.
Oh, should we do the guitar thing?
Yeah,
I've got a couple songs ready.
Yep, do it.
Okay. So,
if it's an Adele song, I'm going to slap you.
No Adele songs today. Oh, you know what? So, I have this little like rubber thing that goes inside the guitar hole. I don't even know what it's called. To dampen it, I took it off. I don't know if it's going to be super loud now. Okay, so this first song. What?
Why'd you take it out?
I don't know. I was just playing the other day. Took it off. I don't know. Just felt like it. Okay. Anyway, this first song, I've been practicing a lot. It's one of my
tough, or is it going to be easy?
No, it's tough. It's one of my favorite songs, though. So I want to see if you can get it.
Okay.
Putting on the capo.
$16.12. Hot cross buns? Are you summoning the devil as we speak, or what?
I'm just kidding. Did you know that that's the same tune as Twinkle Twinkle Little Star? No, it's not. Oh, Three Blind Mice. Three Blind Mice. I don't think it
Continue.
is. I think that's. I think you need to fact check yourself. Alyssa told me that earlier. Anyway,
what are the whole lyrics to that song? I just know three blind mice.
See them run.
Really? That's it?
I think so.
That sounds right. But okay, what about Hot Cross Buns?
Have you any wool?
Hot Cross Buns. Sing that song.
I don't think that has words, does it?
Hot Cross Buns. Hot Cross Buns.
1 a penny, 2 a penny.
Oh my God! Is that it?
They are. Yes, it is.
It's the same song?
It's the same song, and those were the right lyrics.
Yeah. Boom. Same song.
Wow.
I was wrong.
Right. You know your childhood song lyrics.
Thank you. Okay, here's a new one.
Okay.
You know that one?
Do it again. You've been practicing so much.
This one was also kind of a joke one. I'm not even playing it right.
That's why I don't know it.
It's Brown Eyed Girl.
Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah.
The reason I wasn't playing it right is because my guitar is not shaped like correctly, because you have to play the notes way up here.
Oh.
And a lot of guitars have a little cutout here. Mine doesn't have that, so like I'd have to play it like.
Yeah, if you played it in that key, that'd be a lot easier. I could have figured that out sooner if you would have played it that down there.
Okay, this one, I was just playing around the other day, and I accidentally figured out how to play the song. Okay, see if you can get it. It's pretty easy. I totally forgot how to play it.
Wake up, Maggie. I think I got something to say to you.
How does it go? Oh, I got it.
Oh, I know. She's a good girl. Loves mama.
Yep. I just the other day I played those two first notes. I'm like, wait a minute, that sounds like Free Fallin'. So I looked it up. I was right. Okay, this one's gonna be really tough. Why are you laughing at that?
Because. Okay, let's do another.
Okay, this one actually is one of my favorite songs.
Keep going.
You know that one at all?
I'd have to hear it again. I think there are a couple different aspects of different songs that I was running through my head.
I really screwed that up. Let me try again. Nothing?
It was. You're gonna keep playing.
Okay, I can keep playing, but I don't think you're gonna get it, and I keep screwing it up.
Well, that's why I can't get it.
It might be. Okay, I'll do one more.
Can you do lyrics to it?
Well, the lyrics start like after that part.
Well, what are the lyrics part?
Well, the problem is
part?
It's basically the same thing. It's just played slightly differently.
This is that one song where it's like
maybe
no?
That kind of sounded right. Yeah, I think you know it.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
I don't know who sings that.
It's More Than Words by Extreme.
Yeah, that's the one.
Is that what you're thinking? Because I think you were singing it right.
Na, 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 na. Bum, 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 bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More Than Words.
That's what I thought. I didn't know the name of the song, so that's where... Well, it's very good, my boy. You've been practicing 14 hours a day? I don't know, that was your favorite song.
It used to be my very favorite song.
Now it's your second very favorite.
No. I just don't really have a favorite anymore. Okay. This one's going to be really tough because this is the song that, like, the last time we did this bit, I teased. But it's, like, I can't play it fast enough to actually match the way it's played on the record. So, we'll see if you can get it. I don't think you will.
You said that about the last song.
That's true, and you did get it. But I'm going to try.
I got it.
The other problem is, it's very hard to play on this couch because this, like, armrest gets in the way.
Do you need to stand up on a pedestal?
Maybe. Here, let me try. Dead air. Okay.
Oh, yeah, should I fill dead air? Hello.
Why not?
All right, Tim's standing up. Oh, he's got one leg up on the couch. Live in concert.
See, I already screwed it up.
'Cause I've been thinking of changing.
No.
Oh. Oh. That's definitely isn't that what's his name? The Pearl Jam?
No.
Okay, keep going.
There's two guitars in the song. One of them just plays that part over and over.
Okay.
The other one plays this. My name is Jonas.
Yeah, I wouldn't get that.
Really?
Is that a Blink song? Is that Blink?
No, it's Weezer.
Oh, yeah.
Let me play the beginning again. You don't know that song at all? It's a classic.
Is Weezer one of those bands that sounds like every other band?
No.
Or they sound the same in every song? Is that Weezer?
Kinda.
Okay.
The singer has a very recognizable voice. Here, I'll play the beginning again.
It's kind of nasally, right?
Yeah.
On an island in the sun.
That's a little exaggerated. It's not working.
It's not. Now I've been afraid of changing.
Definitely not the same song. Okay, so I think you got like 3 out of 4.
Yeah, that's a.
You didn't know the song or the name of the song more than words, but
Well, yeah, but I got
We'll take it.
Kinda.
You did get it. Yeah.
Yeah, you've been practicing up a storm.
Yeah.
Soon you're going to be the grasshopper is going
I
to
feel
become
like
the sensei.
I'm not getting any better though. Like I've been practicing My Name is Jonas for like a month. Kind of on and off, but
Well, have you practiced the whole song or just
that's literally the whole song, those 2 parts. It just repeats over and over.
then move the hell on? I don't know. Play someone challenging. Play someone that
But that is challenging.
play it challenginger.
I don't know. I don't know how to proceed with my learnings. I got kind of tired of doing it through the app. So I've just been like looking up songs to play.
What if I just like gave you a song and then said do it?
I could try.
Okay.
You got a song? I made a list of songs I wanted to learn, but I don't want to tell you because then you're going to guess it.
Let's say I don't know if that's it. I'm trying to think of a good guitar like song that I can think of. Oh, how about any Boston song?
Okay.
More Than a Feeling.
I'll see what I can come up with.
Peace of Mind. Peace of Mind.
Peace of Mind by Boston.
Record one version or the one guitar and then do
then play alongside. That'd probably actually be easier.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Tim's one-man band.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Be Timberly's at First Ave.
I missed First Ave. Classic.
Rip. Well, it's not rip, but
hopefully not.
Kind of. Yeah, so I don't know. That was a really, I don't know what time it is.
I have no idea how long we've been going.
It's starting to cool down, I think.
Yeah.
Insulation.
Yeah, for sure.
Jake.
Why would you do that?
I think it's kind of funny. Oh, man.
Now I think you did one at the beginning, and now I gotta wait all the way till the end and find it.
You have to wait. It says you can look. It's 5:54. You can backtrack. You can look at a timeline.
I don't know what time we started.
Well, you could say if we end it right now, you can say okay in the last 40 seconds.
Yeah, but then there's one randomly in the beginning,
which you only have to listen like first 10 minutes.
Okay, we'll take it.
Unless I say it right now. I'm just kidding. Do you want to keep going?
I don't know. I don't have anything else. Oh, I do have something else.
Oh.
Okay, so one of my favorite groups of all time, musical groups, Daft Punk, just announced that they're disbanding, not making any more music.
Disbanding or just not making more music? Disbanding makes it sound like they broke up.
Well, that's kind of like, that's how it was reported that they broke up. But I think they just...
Do we know what they look like yet?
Yeah,
because I thought there was one picture from like the 80s or something.
Yeah, when they first started making music together, they did like one press shoot without the masks, like the helmets, whatever. Then they started wearing masks to everything, and then they had someone make them helmets. Actually, fun fact: the helmets originally had hair, and like when they were going to do like their first photo shoot with the helmets, like on their way there, they ripped the wigs off because they're like, "This is dumb. Why do we have wigs on these things?" Anyway, they just broke up. So I'm encouraging everyone that's listening to this, if you're familiar with Daft Punk, you might remember them from Harder, Better, Faster, Stronger, Around the World, kind of just repetitive techno songs like that. But their newest album, that was like in 2013, you might know Get Lucky. That song was ginormous. But
is that what got Pharrell on the map?
No, he's a thing before that.
Dumbass hat.
He did have a dumb hat. That was the dumb hat days. Anyway, I would encourage you to listen to the song Touch. It's pretty incredible. It's one of my favorite Daft Punk songs. I think it's extremely underrated. This is how I would suggest you watch it or listen to it, because this is my favorite way to listen to music. Find something somewhere cozy, get some nice headphones, not like AirPods, like headphones that go over your ears. Lay down. I like to just lay on the carpet and listen to music. Sounds kind of weird, but it's very relaxing. So get some nice headphones, close your eyes, and listen to Touch. It'll transport you to a new dimension. Yeah. It's pretty great.
Is that my sub?
No.
Okay. Very good.
Good talk. That's all I got.
All right.
Listen to Daft Punk Touch off of Random Access Memories. If you like it, listen to the whole album. It's awesome.
to it. Yeah, I got nothing other than yep.
Take 7 minutes. Don't look at your phone. Listen to music. It's the best. That's it.
That's it.
All right. Thanks,
Finn,
everybody.
Thanks. Peace out. Talk to you next time.
Couch Beers Pod. Right?
Couch Beers
Pod.
Whoop, whoop.
At
gmail.com.
No, it's okay. Let me start that over. At Couch Beers Pod on Instagram and Twitter. couchbeerspodcast@gmail.com. Boom.
DM us if you know how to spell insulation.
You can spell it 2 ways. Which insulation?
The right way gets to be a guest.
The sun way? We already revealed how to do it. Okay.
If they're listening.
If you're listening to this still, DM us saying potato pancakes. That's it.
Isn't that a Jack Johnson song? Okay, I'm done.
No idea. Bye.